Hello there guys, and welcome to the Eldar Sim Racing. We are here at the Nurburgring again for round one of the Ferrari 458 Trofeo Cup. Unfortunately, due to last week's driving standards and certain things that had gone on over the last previous meeting, we had unfortunately have to rerun this meeting, so it was the best that the admins of the Eldar Sim Racing Group that have decided to rerun round one of the series. So I'm your host for this evening, Hoppers, as per usual, and hopefully we should go through the class of the 458 Ferrari Trofeo Cup. So at the moment we've got Liam Manfield, aka Liam Williams, in the 13 car, as we are currently no worries, mate. Darren won't be making it if you're watching the stream, guys. He's tired from work, so that's fair enough. Don't blame you, mate. So then we have so we have Liam Williams in the 13 car. Then we have Tom Holland, aka the Pineapple Head, in the number 1 machine. Then you have Reese White in the, just check what number he is, in the 69 car. So he's in the 69, sort of a purplish lilac colour. Then you've got Will Sutters, who's the championship coordinator for the Ferraris, and he's in the 15 in the black car. Then you've got technical just bear with a second. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, so then you've got Jay Westall in the light pink number 7. So he's known as Technica 7 Racing. Then you've got Jason Grant, aka Bluefin, in the 234. Yeah, just sort of find him. Yeah, in the dark red machine. Then you got Noddy's mate, aka Neil Hall, in the number 4 in the beautiful yellow Ferrari. So we're expecting a few people here this evening, so hopefully it should be a better result than last week, as it should be very interesting for these guys to take part in this championship. So we shall see what happens. I believe we're expecting a few new people this evening to join in, so it may be almost a full grid, but we shall see what goes on here this evening, as we've got the real Osman, aka Craig Thomas. He will be joining this evening. He will be in the number 11 dark pink car, so when he gets into the lobby we shall see what his dark pink machine looks like, and technically we should have his mate Gareth Morris in the 101 lime Ferrari. So we shall see with these guys joining in. So I hope you see what you like seeing here live and exclusive on the Eldar Sim YouTube channel. It should be very interesting this evening, and hopefully it should be a cracker of a race. Hopefully this evening will be better than last week, and we shall see what goes on. So I think they're just gearing up for practice at the moment, as I think we get the 10-minute qualifying session, and I think it was 15-minute races, I think, if I remember rightly, from last week. But if you like what you see here, do check out the Eldar Sim Racing group on Facebook. There will be the beautiful Porsche Caymans, rounds 4, 5 and 6 from Spa-Francorchamps with yours truly, me, commentating on Friday. And then you have also the Shell Lawman Motorsports British Touring Car Championship, hosted by Malcolm Argyle, the host with the most, will be doing commentary for the BTCC as of Friday, and hopefully in the next couple of weeks we will have a third tier in the Clio Cup, hosted by Darren Baldwin, aka ESR Idol. So we shall see what goes on this evening. I'm hoping it's a bit more successful than last week, as I say, but we shall see. I believe we've got a few more minutes. I believe Simon Smith has joined the lobby, so we shall see what he can do from last week. So it should be a bit of interesting varieties, so we shall see, but hopefully it should be interesting for everyone to enjoy and take part. It's obviously going to be fantastic. These Ferraris are looking good on track, as they did last week, but hopefully we shouldn't have any more issues, as we see at the moment. Don't know if the real Osman is in pit lane, so at the moment I can't view him. Well, I can now, but there you go. He's in the dark pink Ferrari, so it should be a cracker, as we see here. We'll just listen to that Ferrari just on its exhaust notes just rumbling away, as we have basically, if you got a penalty, you must take it on the lap you get, otherwise it will double your lap time, and failure to take the lap, you will get the penalty against you. And if you got to take your penalty, do it nice and safely before the start finish line. Obviously, if I was taking a penalty, say for example, I would go off the racing line and take it, and then get into a position where I can safely take it. So we've got Simon Smith in the 77 Ferrari, so we shall see what these Ferraris do. I will be back in a moment or two to get ready for the first race of the evening of the Ferrari 458 Italia Super Trofeo Cup, live and exclusive on the Eldar Sim YouTube channel. So I will talk to you guys in a moment or two. So guys, yep, as I was saying, it is the rerun of round 1 of the Ferrari Trofeos that was taking place last week, but due to admin decisions we have decided to have this race rerun, as we have Gareth Morris here. Gareth Morris and the real Osman have both competed or are competing in the Eldar Porsche Caymans as well, so there will be potentially a bit of ideas to see how well they do in a Ferrari as well as a Porsche Cayman, as the pineapple head has just gone off outside or towards the Weissteiner turn here. So it is looking likely. I don't know whether he's had an issue or not, but he is just waiting to potentially get back on track, or he's just had a bit of an issue. But we shall see. So we shall see what goes on. As the real Osman goes, "Hey Andy mate, you right mate, how's it going? Wish you all the best my friend. It should be a good night for you guys. Different kettle of fish. So at the moment we are looking likely that it's going to be potentially a good old sort of evening, as we are fast approaching towards qualifying. I believe qualifying starts at 7:45, so we shall be seeing what goes on. It will be interesting to see what we have within the Eldar Ferrari Trofeos, as Luke has just joined. So that will be Luke Ogden. He's just joined. So he will be in sort of the turquoisey blue Ferrari. So let's see what will happen this evening. We'll see what times Noddy's mate, aka Neil Hall, is doing. He's looking likely he's on a charge here, which is probably going to be a good lap if he puts it together, which he has done a 206.312, which is better than his previous lap. So you know, he's been saying he's not keeping up the pace, but he's kind of in that zone. So hopefully anything can happen with Neil this evening. I wish him all the best. I wish everyone best of luck. But we shall see with these guys. As you know, the Ferraris are part of the Eldar Racing. So the Eldar Racing Group. It is kind of a new series. Obviously, last season you had the likes of the old. Well, not when I say the old, but you had the likes of the Honda Civic, the Toyota Crown Victoria, and you had other things. We shall see what goes on. Anton Jones says, "Come on, the Welsh boys." I hope they do well, mate, for you. As it will be nice to see the Welsh guys put a bit of a on a show. If you like what you see here, guys, do like, comment and subscribe on obviously our videos. But obviously we've also got, as I mentioned, we've obviously got the Ferraris tonight, and we shall have between now and then, but after tonight we will have on Friday we will have the beautiful British touring cars hosted by the host with the most, Malcolm Argyle. He will be doing the commentary for the British Touring Car League, and then we will have also yours truly, me, Hoppers, doing the commentary for the beautiful Decals Lab Porsche Caymans. It will be exciting week for these guys. Some guys may be racing during the week, some guys maybe this might be the only night they do of Eldar Sim for now. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks we'll have the beautiful Clio Cup hosted by ESR Idol, aka Darren Baldwin. He will be doing the Clio Cup, and hopefully on Tuesday nights there will be something different coming to the Eldar Sim. It's in process at the moment. You'll have me, aka Hoppers, doing, hopefully when it gets launched, the Peugeot 208 GTI Cup, which shall be a fantastic little series. So we will see what goes on. I'm hoping my voice doesn't disappear or go like it has done on previous times, but we're looking likely that we are counting down towards, as the cars are a bit loud, so we'll be counting down towards, as Luke goes off track there, but we'll be counting down towards qualifying, which starts in around 9 minutes time. So we shall see what happens. So at the moment, Noddy's mate previous lap did a 2 minute 5.8, so that's not bad. He's near enough at the pace where he wants to be for the pace. You know, he will do exceptionally well in the bright yellow Ferrari. So he's coming through up into the last turn now. Hopefully he doesn't watch the stream and he gets put off here, but we'll see what goes on as he's about to cross the line. Doesn't improve that time, but never mind. He'll get back into the rhythm. He's actually consistent with his times, so you know there's no harm being on that position at the moment. So you've got the real Osman in front of his countryman, Moz. So Gareth and of course Craig are battling. So if you're watching the stream, guys, welcome. And as my voice is technically going, I'd just like to welcome you guys to the Ferrari 458 Trofeos, and hope you will have a good night's racing, as they're having a bit of a battle there as Craig concedes to Moz there. That's pretty good from these guys, so we shall see what happens this evening. So far in practice testing, Will Sutters has done a 202.305. So Will's technically a pace setter, even though he's 11th on the timing, but he's been in pit lane, so we shall see what happens. It is going to be fantastic to see these guys race again. We hope it is a bit more better than last week. We will have potentially potentially a bit of argy-bargy as Luke is trying to get rid of his penalty there. I think he's actually getting rid of it now, which is good to see. As Anton's just put go Moz, go Moz, and Moz. But yeah, it's gonna be great. It's great to see new people enter these championships. As we've seen Neil here, Neil Hall, aka Noddy's mate. His last lap was actually a 205.326, which he's doing quite well. He's getting consistent. He's getting near some of the pace settings that some of the guys are doing. So if you keep going, mate, if you're watching, if you can watch the stream, good on you. Just keep going. But yeah, it's going to be a brilliant night of racing. If you do want to enter, guys, we do have, as Will's just changed this session. You have to forgive me, but what you on about, Osmush? I think he means go Moz and Oz, but we will shall see. But there will be now 10-minute qualifying and then a 15-minute race for these guys, and then it will be the first race will be a grid start for these guys. It will be the results of qualifying, and then you will have the likes of these guys being out in front. But we shall see what happens with qualifying. Qualifying will be 10 minutes, and then you will have the first 15-minute races. But the grid for this will be determined by the results of qualifying, and then you will have the second race, which will be, I believe it's a full grid reversal with another 15 minutes standing start race. So we shall see what happens. It is going to be spectacular. We have got 10 Ferraris on the grid, so it is exactly the same amount of numbers as we did last week, and it should be fantastic to see these beautiful looking Ferraris, I should say, blasting down over in Germany. I know obviously this is virtual sim racing, but if you want to take part in the Eldar Sim Racing, guys, do be sure to check us out on Facebook, and who knows, you may be taking part in a championship like this. As I say, we will have the Porsche Caymans hosted by yours truly, me, on Friday, as Neil Hall has just gone oi oi. Evening, Neil. I hope you really do well, mate. It's nice to see you here, as always, mate. So let's see what you can do this evening, my friend. I believe some guys are just still in pit lane, just sitting it out before qualifying starts in around 3 minutes time. So if you like what you see here, guys, we have the beautiful Porsche Caymans on Friday evening, hosted by me, and then you'll have the British Touring Car League, hosted by Malcolm Argar, the host with the most, and then hopefully in a few weeks, or maybe on Friday, depending on how things go, you will have the first season of the Clio Cup, which will be Tier 3. It just shows how popular the Eldar Sim Racing group has evolved since the TCC, the Touring Car Classics of the beautiful BMW M3 E30s that was run a few seasons ago, as well as the British Touring Car League. So guys, what do you reckon's going to happen? If you're watching the stream, guys, let me know who you tip to win, or who you tip to do really well. As I say, if you're going to take a penalty, if you get a penalty, please do take it before the start finish line on the lap you do get. Otherwise, if you cross the line, it will go double against your time, and we do not want a unfortunate communication like we did last week. But you know, we don't need to be reminded of last week's antics. But it will be spectacular to see what goes on, and we have got a minute until qualifying will start. So hopefully, Technica Racing. I'll try and remember everyone's name if I can. I believe Technica Racing is Jay Westall. I do apologise if your name gets pronounced or mispronounced, should I say. I believe we have got I think it was now 11 drivers. Yeah, we've got 11 drivers. So we've got Liam Williams and Luke, and then we've got Jason Grant, and then you got Gareth Morris, then you got Simon, then you got Tom, then you got Will, then you got Reese, then you got Jay, then you've got Neil, then you've got Gareth. So there is actually 11 Ferraris actually on the grid this evening. I thought it was 10, but obviously I miscalculated, so I do apologise, guys. But hopefully we shall be getting qualifying underway in a moment or two. So let's see what happens with qualifying, as Will is wanting qualifying to start, and we shall see what happens. Hopefully it is fair and square this evening, but hopefully we shall find out. As qualifying now is 3 seconds, which is a no seconds now, for this evening. So it's a 10-minute qualifying session. It's basically, hopefully we'll see, we'll just keep an eye, make sure everyone gets out of the pit lane on time, or maybe altogether. These Ferraris sound absolutely amazing when they go out of pit lane, as Will and Jay are the last ones to leave the pit lane, along with, I believe it was, was it just my eyes, as I believe as the guys are battling already in qualifying. So we shall see what happens with these guys. We'll go on board with Luke, as Luke was technically, I think he was 7th to leave the grid, or should I say pit lane, as we'll just go on board with Luke going down to Dunlop hairpin for now, and then we'll see what goes on here. So yeah, these guys are technically just come out of pit lane, so it will be the out lap, and then potentially, depending on how quick they get the foot down and press the loud pedal, will depend on how many flying laps they get. So we've even got a battle between Pineapple Head and Bluefin, just battling in qualifying. I think they're going to try and link up and try and work together, so hopefully it should be better this time round. As we see that Liam Williams is coming through the last chicane, the NGK chicane, to start his first of potentially probably 3 flying laps here at the Nurburgring on the GP circuit. So we shall see what these guys will do as Tom Holland gets crossed up going out at the final bend to start his flying lap. So we will see. We shall see what goes on. Hopefully, things go to plan for these guys this evening, as Bluefin and Tom Holland there are battling in qualifying. Then you got Moz, aka Go First. Sorry for yawning, guys. Then you got Craig Thomas chasing down his compatriot, the other Welsh guy in the field. Then you've got Reese White, then you've got Neil Hall, and then you've got Will, and then you've got Luke, and then you've got Simon, and of course Jay in the beautiful pink Ferrari. So we'll see what goes on. We'll see what sort of times these guys are setting, as Reese goes offline a bit there. But hopefully it didn't hamper Neil Hall's lap time for a little bit. But we'll see what goes on, and we've got 6 minutes, 6.5 minutes, should I say? As yeah, we've got 6.5 minutes. Essentially, they should get 2 to 3 flying laps in for this evening. It will be spectacular, it will be exciting. We will get through a couple of points. We'll see what we can do here. We'll just have a look at basically, as Darren Baldwin has just reminded everyone, no silly stuff tonight, guys. Clean and respectful, indeed, mate. I hope I've already said that they need to make sure they've do it correctly. As Liam Manfield has done a 2-minute 3.0, and then Tom Holland's done a 2-minute 3.2. Bluefin's done a 2-minute 4.2 there. Then Moz has done a 202.8. Then you've got the real Osman did a 204.3. Then Reese has done, which I don't understand what that was all about. But hopefully, and then we've got yeah. So we'll try and go through the times as quick as we can. But they're setting them at an alarming rate here. As Darren's just put a smiley face and thumbs up. We have 5 minutes left on the clock of the 10-minute qualifying session for race number 1 of round number 1 of the Ferrari Trofeo Cup on the Eldar Sim Racing YouTube channel. For this evening, it should be brilliant stuff. I hope you're all keeping well if you're watching the stream, and it should be very exciting to see what is going to go on. So at the moment in pole position is Luke with a 202.6 dead, so he's looking likely he's on a charge. And then you've got Will that did a 202.6 for what? Yeah, 202.641. But we'll see what happens. Then you've got Moz, you've got Gareth Morris did a 202.854. So the cars are quite quick, I must admit, but we shall see what goes on. As any of the guys are about to cross the line to complete their first lap, as the Pineapple Head's done a 202.9. Some of the guys have not improved on their lap times, but it should be hopefully a cracker of a evening with 3 minutes 22 on the clock, as Simon's done a 204.4. So that's kind of maybe Simon. So Simon is 9th at the moment on the grid. Then you've got Jay. Jay did on his last lap at 206.9. So that's a bit interesting to see how well he's doing there. Noddy's mate, aka Neil Hall, did a 206.2. So you know he's getting there. He's just needs to realise he's got potential, as we see here. That we'll try and see what goes on further up. Let's see who's pushing on. Has got Liam Williams with 2 minutes 25 on the clock, pushing on to try and set another lap time. He did 203.9 on the last lap, so he didn't improve on the last lap, but he's done a best purple sector there. He with two tenths of the fifth, with 2 minutes, 2 minutes remaining on the clock. So excuse me. He'll get to do his another flying lap. He's going around the last corner now to start what will be his last lap of the qualifying session, and he goes across the line now and does a absolute best of the qualifying session with a 202.445. so we shall see what goes on. I don't think Tom improved his time there, but we shall see, as Luke did a 202.166. Noddy's mate did a 204.359. Reese did a 203.475, and the real Osman did a 204.191. It is looking likely these guys will get, essentially this will be the last lap with a minute remaining, so they probably won't get any more laps in. Noddy's mate is up in 9th place with that spectacular lap. He's improving. He's actually not far off the pace now, so he's going to be hopefully be a dark horse and put these guys to shame and show them how it's done. As I'm trying to figure out who's got a penalty. As Luke's got a penalty there, which he's got rid of there, which is better than not getting rid of it, but that will cost him. That will cost him for his pole position time. But we've got 20 seconds remaining on the clock, but I don't think these guys will improve unless anything happens. Liam has done probably his best sector, but we shall see what happens here with about 2 seconds left. But the qualifying now has finished as Liam goes into potentially comes to a stop going out of the NGK chicane, so that will hamper people's lap times because there's a yellow flag going out of the chicane. As we see here, we'll see what goes on as Moz crosses the line now, and Bluefin's done a 203.141. Will did a 202.553, so we shall see what these guys do. The real Osman didn't improve his time there. Believe so. Luke's time still stands. I'll go through the grid when I get a moment. Simon did a 204.3 should I say, which pushed Noddy's mate down into 10th place, but at the moment it's not too bad for these guys. So we've got Liam Williams just out on the edge of the NGK chicane at the moment, so I don't know whether he's just had a bit of an issue or is just sitting it out. So I'll go through the grid while we wait for the timer. So we've got Luke on pole position, then you've got Liam on second, then you've got Will on third, then you've got Gareth on fourth, then you've got Tom on fifth, then you've got Jason on sixth, then you've got Reese on seventh, then Craig in eighth, then you've got Simon in ninth, then you've got Neil in 10th, then you've got Jay in 11th. So that will so as Will's just put in the chat, can we not stop on the side of the track because it causes yellow flags, which is, I can understand the frustration, mate, I can, but we have got hopefully spectacular racing for these guys. So we have got the first of 15-minute race. This will be the first one. This will be race 1 out of 2. So we will have Luke, Liam, and of course Will, Gareth, Tom, Jason, Reese, Craig, Simon, Neil, and Jay. As we're about to get the four red lights on the starting gantry about to come on. The revs will start to build, as will mine, and the green light is about to come on now as we flick down into turn number 1 here at the Nurburgring, as Luke gets a good enough start into the first turn. I'm going to make sure everyone gets through cleanly, but there's a bit of action there straight away. Will gets into second, followed by Liam Williams, but then you've got the Pineapple Head drifting into out of the second corner there, which is holding up a few of these guys. And then you've got Bluefin and Liam rather, and then of course Reese. But come on guys, this is not fun at the moment, what are you doing? And then you've got potentially Reese up into 5th, then you've got Tom in 6th place, then you've got Gareth in 7th, Simon in 8th place at the moment. Then you've got the real Osman, so you've got Craig in 9th place, then you've got Noddy's mate in 10th place, and then you've got Jay forming up in the rear. Excuse me, to apologise, sneezing on the stream. And you've got this battle between Bluefin and of course Liam, so you've got Jason versus Liam at the moment going through the Schumacher S, and of course Reese also following behind as Jason tries to make move on the outside as we go into the Voisteiner bends, as we've got Reese trying to join the battle as well. We'll try and see what's going up ahead. With Will trying to close down Luke at the moment, but we've got this battle between Liam and Jason, and of course Reese, and then I'll keep an eye on the other battles if I can, as Jason gets a bit crossed up there going out of the NGK chicane there, but we'll see what goes on. Moz is up into 6th place along with Tom Holland trying to chase him down, but we shall see what goes on. This will be spectacular for these guys if they can keep it together, but as we can see, as we go, we'll try and concentrate as Jason Grant makes the move but locks up going into turn number 1, which has cost him 2 places there. It's dropped him down into 5th place. Then you've got the Pineapple Head versus Gareth there, but Gareth is going to fight back. He's going to have none of this. He's going to take the Pineapple Heads into turn number 3 there and potentially get past, and Tom is going to have to concede 6th place for the time being, as Simon and of course Noddy's mate are battling with potentially Jay behind these guys as well, as unfortunately Craig is now at the rear of the field. But we shall see what goes on. Moz and of course Tom Holland are still battling for 6th and 7th. We've got this battle brewing between Reese and of course Liam Manfield, aka Liam Williams, trying to jump on for these guys. We shall see what happens. Reese is in 4th place at the moment. I believe Luke is having a bit of under pressure from Will, but we shall see at the moment. We have got 11 minutes 20 on the clock, so we're not even halfway through the race as of yet. But we'll try and go back to their battle, but at the moment we'll concentrate on this battle between Liam Williams and of course Reese. But then you've also got Jason Grant pushing on for potentially trying to make amends after locking up into turn 1, as he gets up into Reese's exhaust pipe there to try and essentially push on, as Will's done the fastest lap of the race with a 2-minute 2:073. So anything could happen. We've got Moz and the Pineapple Head still battling, so Tom versus Gareth there at the moment, so we shall see what goes on with this battle. And then you've got Simon, and then you've got Craig, and then you've got Jay, but then unfortunately you've got Noddy's mate now as Neil's dropped back. Didn't really see what happened between them guys, as Gareth and Tom Holland are trying to battle out for 6th and 7th, as the battle between Bluefin and of course Reese is still raging on. But we shall see what happens. These guys, if you remember rightly, last week were trying to battle as well, but we will see what goes on within, as you got Reese trying to make the move on Jason there, which he does spectacularly into Dunlop hairpin, but Jason isn't giving up just yet. He's going to chase down Reese. Then you've got Tom versus Gareth, but we'll try and go on board with Gareth if we can, just for a moment or two, going down towards Vorsteiner Bend. The other Jason and Reese are having a bit of a battle up in front, but it's looking likely that Tom's going to try and make amends for the starts, but we shall see what happens with 9 minutes 9 remaining on the clock. We're already on lap 3 out of, I think it was potentially 7 laps if I remember rightly, as Jason and Reese are having this battle still, as Jason tries to overtake Reese. Yes, he does, into the final corner, makes it nice and clean, but Reese is coming to fight back, but he's twitching a bit, but we shall see what goes on. But then you've got this battle between Will and Luke at the moment for first and second, but at the moment Will is trying to get past Luke, but Luke's having none of it. And you got Liam, but Bluefin's still in 4th place, and then you've got the Pineapple Heads, and of course Moz still battling. Then you got Simon first, and then the Real Osman, then you got Jay, and of course Noddy's mate. But at the moment we shall see what's going on as the Pineapple Head gets a bit crossed up and goes a bit wide. As Reese and Jason, as Reese gets a bit switched sideways, which is closed excuse me, which has closed up a bit of a gap between him and Jason, which has allowed Tom Holland to close the gap slightly. But Tom's got to be careful. If he closes the gap to Reese, he's also going to have Gareth on his alongside. Gareth's going to try and make the move going into Schumacher S, but he has to tuck back behind Tom with 7 minutes 30 remaining on the clock, so just under 7.5 minutes to go on the first race of the Eldar Sim. Oh, he is, mate. Yeah, I must admit, Noddy's mate he's doing quite well, even though he's at the back, but he's not giving up, mate. I had a word with him the other day, and I said don't give up. So hopefully he should, you know, he's doing quite well. Good spot that, mate. As we go back to this battle quickly between the Pineapple Head and Gareth, but Tom's going to have to be careful, because now that Reese has got a bit of a gap from Tom, but he's going to have to catch Jason. But at the moment we'll see what's happening with this battle between Luke and of course Will. But this is going to be a battle for the lead with 6.5 minutes remaining in the first race. Oh, he does, mate. I agree with you. We'll see what happens between Will and Luke. We'll try and go back to this battle between Bluefin and of course Reese. We've got Liam Williams in 3rd place, but he's a bit ahead of these guys, and he's a bit behind of the guys in 1st place. But we shall see. We've still got this battle between Tom and of course Gareth going on with 6 minutes remaining in the first race of the evening for the Ferrari Trofeos. Round 1, it's the rerun because of last week's. It wasn't a disaster, but last week was just probably a bit too hot-headed. But I hear a lot of squeals as I believe Reese has got past Jason there. We didn't see why we're concentrating that battle with Tom and of course Gareth there, but we'll see what goes on later on. As Luke's now got a 1 second penalty, he's going to have to get rid of that, and it's going to cost Luke a bit of time with Will potentially hot on his heels. So if you are watching the stream, guys, please just remember to take your penalties before the start finish line, otherwise your time will double. It is going to be potentially, if you don't take it, it will double this lap, and this is going to be a bit unfortunate for Luke. Luke needs to get rid of this penalty, which, yeah, okay, he moves to one side, but you know, he's crossed the line just as he does it. It's still going to count, which has cost him the lead. So unfortunately Luke will now have to chase down Will, because Will is now in the lead after taking his penalty. But then you've got Reese having a bit of a gap now from Jason, and then you've got the Pineapple Head, and of course Moz. Moz tries to make move into turn number 1. Can he do it? Yes, he can. But Tom is there. Tom has just got back, but Moz is looking likely he's getting a bit. he's probably going to get a bit frustrated if you flash lights, mate. Try and put him off, as the pineapple head has got a bit of twitch. We'll see what's happening further back. Simon is in 9th place, then you've got Craig in 9th, then you've got Jay in 10th, then you've got Noddy's mate, aka Neil, into in 11th with 3 minutes 45 on the clock, as Moz is trying to still chase down still trying to chase down Tom Holland. Yes, I do apologise, with 3 minutes 30, so you got 3.5 minutes remaining. Liam is still in 3rd place, and you got Luke trying to push on with trying to push on to Will, but Will's got this lead of 1 minute and with 1 minute and 2, with roughly 3 minutes to go, so it probably will be potentially 2 laps to go, I believe, for this race, so there will be potentially another lap and a half, I think, but we shall see, as Will is trying to get away from Luke. Then you've got this battle between Reese and of course Bluefin, but then we're concentrating on this battle between the Pineapple Head and of course Gareth. So Tom versus Gareth with 2.5 minutes, so it will probably be the final lap. Gareth is hungry for potentially 6th place, but then you've got Bluefin and of course Reese having a bit of a battle, but these guys are a bit behind as Reese goes off wide a bit there with 2 minutes 10 on the clock. Liam Williams is in 3rd place, then you got Luke and of course Will for 1st and 2nd, but at the moment it's looking likely that Will's going to probably take the win in race 1, as we have here that Reese is potentially holding on to 4th place. Then you still got this battle between obviously Tom and Gareth. These guys are still battling. Simon's still in 8th place. Then you got Jay. No, not Jay. Sorry, Craig. It's 2 pink cars. It's easy to get confused, but you know, you got Craig in 9th. Then you got Jay here. Jay in the lighter pink car. In 10th, then you got Neil in 11th with 1 minute and 10 remaining on the clock, as Bluefin and of course Tom Holland. So Jason versus Tom. If you remember rightly, these guys came together last week, which was a bit of an unfortunate event. The best mates in real life, and you know, I believe the more Bluefin holds Tom up here like he's doing, which is latching Gareth into this party, he's latching into the fact is that, you know, Gareth is probably thinking, come on guys, if you guys battle, we'll go on board with Gareth, as we're about to start the final lap of the race with 33 seconds remaining on the clock. So this will be the final lap of the race, as Luke has done the fastest lap with a 2 minute 1.695. We've got a good bird's eye view from the Pineapple Head, taking 5th place from Jason there, which has allowed Moz to catch up. But as you can tell, this was a bit of a battle. I wonder if we can try and see what was going on. Yes, we'll just cut back to that. But then Moz is also trying to fight with Bluefin, so we are on the final lap of the race. Just as we cut back, but then you've got, but then obviously, excuse me, I'll get some water off this. But then you've got Moz and Bluefin now. So Jason versus Gareth battling it out. We'll try and go back to what's going on at the moment up at front, as Luke has finally closed the gap onto Will at the moment. We'll see as they go out of the Schumacher Wrestler, heading down towards the Vorsteiner turn now, as they're heading into Vorsteiner as we speak, as Luke's trying to make a move on to Will, but he almost makes contact. But is he going to make the move going into the NGK chicane for the final time, or is Will going to just hold him off? We shall see in a moment or two as we reach the chicane. Luke's not even close. He's got into Will's exhaust. He's got alongside. I'd steady on, mate, but you know it is going to cause position as Liam is going to come through. Liam is going to come through and take these guys, but I know they were giving each other room. But this is really a bit uncalled for, because it is on the stream, guys. Just settle the aggression down. But then you've got Reese come out of into third as Luke's left the room. As the Pineapple Head comes home, Tom comes home in fourth. Then you got Bluefin and Moz, just a virtual dead heat for fifth and sixth. Then you got Simon coming home in seventh. Then you got the real Osman into eighth place. Then you got Jay in ninth. Then you got Neil coming home in 10th. So Neil's got potential, I must say, but I'll go through the results if I can very shortly. And it is a victory for Liam Williams. I don't think he was expecting that, but a win to win for round number one of the Ferrari Trofeos. I will save the replay just in case the guys want to see the replay. We do have Liam Williams taking the win from Will. Then we have Reese taking home third in the race there. And then we got Tom in fourth. Then you got Jason in fifth. Then you have Moz, okay, Gareth coming home in sixth place. Then you have Simon in seventh. Then you got the real Osman, okay, Craig in eighth. Then you have Jay, and then Noddy's mate a lap down, but coming home in 10th. Unfortunately, Luke miscalculated. Unfortunately, left the lobby just as we reached a bit of contact in the last lap. Fastest lap went to Luke, obviously, before he disappeared with a 2-minute 1.695. He did that on lap number 3. So we shall see what happens. But it was a spectacular battle going on to so I don't know what's happened to Luke. So it looks like Will isn't happy that he lost the win, but you know, it's racing, it happens. But I think Liam actually did win the first race last week before we had to rerun this evening. So we shall see what they do in race 2 for the Eldar Ferrari Trofeos. This will be the easiest thing we see, but hopefully we shall see what goes on. We have got the second race coming up very shortly. I'm going to go and grab a drink of water or go and grab a drink before we start race 2. So we shall see what goes on with these guys. It's going to be potentially spectacular regardless. So we are probably going to be jumping in for round number 2. So as I say, guys, I shall be back in a moment or two. I'm just going to grab a drink. So I shall not be long. I shall go for a quick wee as well. Didn't need to know that, but you know, I'm just going to nip to the bathroom, and I'll see you in a moment or two. Right guys, I am back. I do apologise about that. We shall see what goes on for the stream. But it's going to be exciting. But hopefully it shall be amazing. Now guys, please don't argue if you're watching the stream. If you got yeah, just keep it calm, guys. Just remember it is getting streamed. So let's do this. We are getting ready for another 8-lap encounter of the Ferrari Trofeos here at the Nurburgring, so the Eldar Trofeos. But if you wouldn't mind, guys, just try and keep contact to a minimum. If you guys aren't happy with anything, then obviously just please do report it. But just be wary what you guys do put in the chat box on here, because it is getting watched by people. I am ready, Will. If you're watching the stream, mate, I am ready. So hopefully we should be in for another cracker 8 laps of the Eldar Ferrari Trofeos, live and exclusive on the Eldar Racing YouTube channel, brought to you by obviously the Eldar Racing group, but we are live and exclusive. So we've got Noddy's mate, then you've got Jay, Craig, Simon, Gareth, Jason, Tom, Reese, Will, and of course Liam Manfield. So we are about to get the 4 red lights on the starting entry. It is a bit cloudier now as we get the 4 lights. Revs are building, mine are about to build as well, and the 4 lights go out now to change to green. Who's going to get the good start going into turn number 1? We shall see, as Noddy's mate at the moment leads them down into turn number 1, but then Jay is fighting for first place. But then you've got Craig into second. I don't know what's happened to Simon. I should have looked what was going on, but everyone's made it into turn number 1, or should I say made it out turn number 1 apart from Simon. Simon's dropped back as Liam and of course Bluefin and of course Reese have these penalties. Come on guys, if you need to get rid, because otherwise it will go against your times if you cross the start finish line. As Neil, aka Noddy's mate at the moment, is leading the race. Yes, so Noddy's mate is leading the race at the moment ahead of Craig, and then obviously Gareth, and then of course Tom Holland, and then you've got Will, and then you've got Liam, and of course Bluefin, and of course Reese, and then you've got Jay, and then Simon bringing up the rear at the moment. Noddy's mate has got swamped, but he's done well to lead half of a lap of a race, but he's coming up into the Schumacher S there, which will take him still into second place. Gareth is going to try and get past him for potentially third place, but we shall see what happens. But then you've got Tom Holland there battling between these guys, but he's coming from nowhere. But Tom has got to remember but he's got past Gareth there. Will is also on a charge, but then you got Liam and of course Jason and of course Reese with the 4 tenths of penalty, but I believe Liam's is a bit bigger, but Jason's trying to get within a matter of time. But if you guys need to get rid of these penalties, guys, come on. But this isn't going to be fair, guys. We had this last week. I know you're all taking your penalties now, but come on, it was a bit tight there, but it's cost you positions as Noddy's mate still in second place, followed by Tom Holland. Craig is out in first place, but then you got Reese, Bluefin, and of course Liam Manfield. I don't know what happened to Liam, but he's dropped back into ninth place, and you got Simon chasing him down now. So then we'll see what's going up ahead. We've got this battle between Noddy's mate and of course Tom Holland. At the moment, Tom is going to battle with Neil for essentially second place. Willie's also behind them, so we shall see what goes on. But come on, Neil, come on, hold it together, you can do it. But we've got Tom Holland there, the pineapple head. Craig's got that gap, but Neil is trying to hold on for second place at the moment as Tom tries to make the move into the Dunlop hairpin. I think that was a bit forcefully, and Will's in trying to get up into third place at the moment as they both go through the Schumacher rest. But Noddy's mate, Neil's got back into second, come on! As Will is trying to get into second there, but come on. Neil needs to hold it together. He will try and hold it together. If he holds on, he will potentially hold on as he goes into Vorsteiner ahead of Will, but Will is there. But then you've got obviously Tom Holland. Tom Holland pushes these guys back a bit, but then Moz is trying to come on and latch onto these guys. Gareth gets actually past Tom Holland there, going into the penultimate turn there, well, the third turn, but at the moment Neil is in second place as we got the pineapple. He's now dropped, but Neil's now dropped a couple of places here as Tom Holland is pushing, he's pushed him a bit wide there going into the last turn there. But Neil is still with these guys. He's doing quite well at the moment, but we'll still see what goes on as Bluefin tries to make a move into turn number 1. He's actually made a move, and he's actually in the process got to be wary of what's going on. But I don't know what's actually gone on, because he was actually alongside these guys. I'll see if we can go back and see what happened into turn number 1 there. It went, never mind, it actually cut off just as we joined. But Noddy's mate, aka Neil Hall, he's up into 6th place. He's actually battling with Jason Grant, but Jason Grant closes the door a bit. But Neil's not giving up at the moment. He's going to be chasing these guys. And we've got Reese and of course Gareth for 5th and 4th. As Reese tries to make the move, he makes the move, but he closes the door slightly but surely. But we do have a battle between, as something or other says, go on Pineapple. We'll see how well he does here, chasing Will. But then you've got Gareth versus Reese at the moment. So we've also got this battle, but then we've also got a battle between Bluefin and Noddy's mate, obviously followed by Jay and of course Liam. But at the moment Neil's going to chase down these guys hopefully and get back to where he was. But we've got Reese having a bit of a twitch in front of Gareth there as we go up to the NGK chicane. We'll see what happens. Will and of course Tom Holland, these guys know each other quite well as well from previous racing, or they raced together in the British Touring Car League. Excuse me, but we will see as Craig is still leading the race. Funny enough, Simon in 10th place has done the fastest lap, but then Liam's just overtook him. as Neil is on a charge for essentially 7th place, but he's got to be careful because he's got Liam Manfield, Liam Williams behind, but he's still got 7th place as Liam Manfield gets a bit of a twitch from in front of Jay. But these guys are battling steady on the aggression, guys. We don't want to have a repeat of last week, but we'll keep an eye on this battle between Liam and of course Jay at the moment. We'll see what happens, but Neil is getting away, or was getting away from these guys, but unfortunately Liam has caught him up slightly with 7 minutes 53 on the clock remaining. So we've got 4 laps, potentially 5 laps to go. We've got this battle up in front as well between Moz and Reese, and of course Tom is also in this battle at the moment because he's dropped back from Will there, but we'll see what goes on between Liam and of course Neil. We'll keep an eye on this battle. Neil clips the curb going into the Schumacher F's, but he's actually doing quite well at the moment, excuse me, as Liam tries to make the move, which he does, but Neil's attitude is actually fantastic. He's actually doing quite well. He's not giving up, he's actually chasing the pack. You know, I'm quite surprised, and I must say this is absolutely spectacular. We're going back to this battle between Reese and Gareth, and obviously Tom. Tom is still out in 3rd place, but then you've got Reese and Moz and of course Jason Grant. We'll try and see what's going on, but Neil's still in 8th place. He's still in 8th place. He's actually having a battle with Jay at the moment. Liam's got a penalty, so he's going to have to take that, but even though he's just crossed the line with the penalty, so it's still probably going to count because. But then you've also got Noddy's mate, aka Neil Hall, chasing down these guys. He's trying to fend off Jay, but Neil keeps coming back. This is what we like to see with 6 minutes 7 on the clock. This is spectacular stuff from Neil. Neil is not giving up. This is fantastic to see. We'll go around and we'll see what's happening. Bluefins now got past these guys. Reese and Gareth are having a bit of a battle, but we shall see what happens. And then you've also got Bluefin, so you've got Jason Grant still behind these guys, but you've got Reese and of course Moz, as Reese closes the door going into the Dunlop hairpin. But this is looking a bit feisty. But up the road we've also got Tom trying to chase down Will, but Tom isn't anywhere near Will at the moment. But then you've got Reese versus Gareth at the moment, but then you've also got Noddy's mate and Jay having this battle with 5 minutes 10 on the clock. So this is absolutely spectacular, as Will's done the fastest lap of the race with a 2 minute 2.544. We'll try and go to Simon's at the back of the grid, but Neil is holding on for 8th place at the moment. This is absolutely brilliant stuff. Oh, this is brilliant. Then you've got Moz and of course Reese having this battle, but then you've got Jason trying to chase down Tom Holland. So the best of mates are trying to essentially have a battle. But then you've got Will having this battle with 4.5 minutes remaining, but Noddy's mate, aka Neil Hall. This is spectacular stuff. He's not giving up one bit. He must be having his heart must be pounding, thinking this is spectacular. Exactly, mate. Exactly that, Darren. He's not given up, mate. He has done absolutely fantastic this evening. He led for a bit of the race, and then he dropped to 3rd, but he's not given up. He has got potential. We're potentially just over 4 minutes now to go. We'll try and go back to this battle between. It's a bit of a battle between Gareth, Reese, and of course. Oh, indeed, mate. He's mine and all, I must say. As Bluefin and of course Reese have a bit of a battle, but Reese isn't going to get anywhere near with 3.5 minutes remaining. Bit of flash of lights there from Reese on to Jason, but Jason's been round the block. We're going to have to see what goes on, but Reese is looking a bit aggressive here, but he's going to have to seriously just calm it down a bit. But he's getting up into Bluefin's exhaust pipes and he's going through voice line now, but he's got Moz behind him. He's got to be careful because Bluefin's backing Reese into Moz, so Gareth is going to potentially battle on. But you know, Reese is going to be on a charge. He's going to be on the charge as we go into the MGK chicane. But this is going to be spectacular. He's got to be careful because Jason is backing him up. But we've got 2 minutes 39 on the clock to go. But then Neil's mate, aka Neil Hall, he's still got Jay behind him, but he knows where to put the car. With 2.5 minutes remaining, so we will have 2 laps to go in the final race of the evening. This will be race 2 of round number 1 of the Ferrari Trofeos here at the Nurburgring. We will see what happens further on, but Bluefin and of course Reese are having his battle, but Moz is also there as Reese tries to get past Jason Grant for 4th place. But we will see. This is going to be close and personal. Got to be careful because this is going to be technically a repeat of last week if we're not careful. We do not want this. But we see Jason backing him up into Gareth. Gareth is going to take Reese if we're not careful. But this is all because at the moment Jason is backing him up and backing him up and backing him up. But this is going to be spectacular as Moz still holds on, trying to hold on for potentially 6th place at the moment. But we've got this Noddy's mate somehow now got a bit of a gap from Jay now, so come on Neil, we're all gunning for you mate, let's get going mate, you're doing it essentially well. So we've got Moz chasing now Reese, but then you've got this battle up the road between Craig and now Will. We'll try and see what happens further down with a minute remaining. Excuse me, with a minute remaining. Is Craig going to hold on for his first win, or is Will going to take the double here this evening as we go through the MGK chicane? There was a bit of a battle there between Jason and of course Reese, but Reese needs to realise it's going to be, you know, Bluefin's going to put the camera as Gareth takes the move going into the last turn. We shall see what goes on. We'll just have a look quickly. Here we go. He was just talking through here. This is absolutely spectacular. That was. I'll have a look, mate. But yeah, we've got this battle still between Reese and Jason as we're on the final lap already of the race. I do apologise if you want to see Neil's mate has done a 205.626. That's actually really spectacular. Neil's doing absolutely fantastic. He's actually got one and a bit seconds from. The cars are brilliant, mate, I tell you. But Neil's got this gap, but then you got this battle, still got this battle for 4th place between Gareth and of course Reese and of course Jason. But I can't take my eyes off this place. This is a much more better showing from these guys. But this is going to go down to the wire. But Will's actually just taken the lead, but Craig is still on the back of him as we exit the Schumacher S. But I need to seriously think, is this going to end in tears for one, or is it going to be Will's double win in the first round of the Eldar Ferrari Trofeos? We shall see. As Tom Holland is also in the place, and then you've got Bluefin and of course Moz, but Reese and Gareth are still battling as we go through up towards the MGK chicane here. Who's going to yield? Who's going to get the move? Reese gets the move there, but he he cuts the nose there of Gareth. I don't think that was a bit intentional, but we shall see what goes on. But Will is about to cross the line and take another victory, and the real Osman and Tom Holland actually have a dead heat. Then you've got Bluefin and Reese coming home in 4th and 5th. Then you've got Moz and of course Liam Manfield coming home in 6th and 7th. But what about this? Noddy's mate, aka Neil Hall, comes home, flashes the light in 8th place. Congratulations, my friend. You have never given up. You've done so well. Thank you so much, my friend. You have had a good battle there, mate. Oh, absolutely fantastic. You know, your fastest lap in the race was actually a 2:05.626. Fantastic. Simon comes home in 9th place rather, and then Jay unfortunately comes home in 10th place. But the fastest lap went to Tom Holland with a 2:02.4, and I tell you what, absolutely fantastic, guys. I do not know what to say, but Will takes another victory this evening, so he's done the double of the Super Trofeos. It will be potentially a good race, and I must say thank you to Neil. He did not give up. He was absolutely fantastic. I'm just gonna drop Neil a message on here, and I'll tell you what, that was epic. But boy, that was ace. But yeah, all I can say is thank you guys for an absolute good clean race. I am absolutely ecstatic. It was better than I thought it would be. And I tell you now, guys, wow. But I cannot believe, so hard for me that track, dude. It might be so hard for you, that track, but you've done so well, mate. You've not given up. You've done exactly what we want you to do, mate. Oh man, thank you so much, dude. We're all proud of you, mate. I'll tell you what, I'll go through the final results before I get kicked out of the lobby. If I can, I'll just get the replay just in case anyone wants it. Then you've had Will in 1st place, then you had Craig, should I say, in 2nd, then you had Tom Holland in 3rd place, then Jason Grant excuse me, coming in home in 4th. Then you've had Reese coming home in 5th, then Gareth in 6th, then Liam in 7th, Neil in 8th, then excuse me, Simon in 9th, then Jay rounding up the field in 10th place. Hopefully next week should be amazing. I don't know where we are next week, but next week shall be entertaining as much as this evening. It has been spectacular. All I can say, I agree, Will. It's just what you put in the comment here, mate. Thank you all. Much better racing this week. It was, mate, and I must just say, it was absolutely fantastic. Thank you guys for having me. And until Friday, when it's the Porsche Caymans live and exclusive on the Eldar Sim at Spa-Francorchamps, you will have me, Hoppers, hosting. So until Friday, guys, over and out. I'll see you guys in a bit. Ta-ra. I'll tell you what, you're welcome, Neil. If you're watching the stream, mate, very welcome. All I can say is, mate, this is what you need to do, mate. Don't give up. Just keep going. Just keep nailing the track, mate. But thank you so much, and I'll see you guys for rounds 4, 5 and 6 of the Porsche Caymans on Friday, live and exclusive on the Eldar Sim YouTube channel. And we shall see if anyone can stop James Stephen and of course Gareth Morris in the Porsche Caymans. For now, guys, I've been Hoppers, and I'll see you guys soon. Ta-ra.